Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and yes indeed, it is time today for the third and final Walker's Crisps, the new limited edition flavours. We've already done the sausage sarnie with tomato ketchup and the roast chicken with mayonnaise, and today it is time for the cheese toastie with Heinz Beans. Basically, it's beans and cheese on toast, an absolute classic to be sure. And the humble baked beans, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big fan. And of course, you know, well, not everyone, but I do love cheese as well. Love some cheese and beans on toast. Now, out of all three flavours of these new limited edition flavours, this is the one though that, despite loving cheese and beans on toast, I did think to myself, how are they going to incorporate it into a good potato chip, into a good crisp? And I have watched a couple of other people's reviews. They were big fans of the sausage sarnie like I was, and roast chicken. Overall, I really like the flavour of mayonnaise. Recommended it to my friend who watches these videos, because she likes mayonnaise, and I said, look, you don't think that they'll incorporate the mayo well into the crisps? I think it's what they've done best. But yeah, today, what are these going to be like? But just before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, just got to say as well, just to keep the crisp conversation going, are you crisp in or crisp out? Because that's what Walkers are talking about on the back of the bags here. And for me, personally, I'm crisp out. So what they're talking about is, do you put crisps inside your sandwich? I've had crisps in sandwiches a lot in my life. You know, some people that, for example, with the work dinners, they've brought tons of different things. And I was always Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, crisps and butties, sandwiches. And on Friday, treat myself to something different, because I like doing that in many aspects of my life. There has to be a treat at the end of a batch of complete and utter misery, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what I did. But I don't like putting crisps in a sandwich, because I don't like the crunch of the crisp with the softness of the bread. And I'll tell you what else happens. You get an intruding piece of crisp smashing into the top of your gum or some shit as well. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that, but it's really painful. You're not anticipating it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Are you crisping or crisp out, ladies and gentlemen? But here we go, no more bullshit. We give it the nose, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Alexander Hilly 123 channel. And also, not only that, but I'm going to show you guys the potato chips as well. Of course, baked beans, very much a British thing. I've had a few foreign friends on the internet down the years call out baked beans to me. Ladies and gentlemen, they aren't my friends now. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. But here we go. There's the potato chips. Slightly orange, a little bit, but with no actual seasoning on them. Let's put them back in the bag, and let's give it the nose. Like I said, I watched two people review these, and they, out of the three flavours, liked these the least. And I think the overriding taste was beans, so... Never mind cheese. Are there a pair of sweaty, stinking socks at the bottom of this bag, ladies and gentlemen? That is cheese. That is cheese and beans on toast. They've nailed the motherfucking smell on this one. And hey, seeing how many times I'm going back in for a smell, I've realised that Alexander Hilly 123 likes some sweaty feet. Oh my god! Oh my days! They bloody nailed it! Henry Walker, Gary Lineker. Take a bow. As if Gary Lineker's got anything to do with these crisps. Big-eared fucking idiot. But yeah. Wow. Yep. This is interesting. They're kind of reminding me, even though the flavour's totally different, they're reminding me of the roast chicken crisps, meaning there's a quite big hit of flavour, but it doesn't last. Like the sausage sarnie and tomato ketchup ones, that lasts because of the tomato ketchup. It's very sweet. My lord, is it Moorish. Now, the chicken ones were moreish, but the flavour didn't stay around. They're also, I don't know if it's me mistaking it for something else because it doesn't really make sense, but I swear there's also like a smoky taste. I think the cheese is overriding the beans here, but you can taste the beans, and it is unmistakably cheese and beans on toast. I think they've nailed the smell. I think they've nailed the flavour. I don't think it's incredibly strong or long-lasting, but it is undeniably there. But, and like I said, does it, I said yesterday during the chicken one, does it nail what's on the front cover, other than it being nice? I would say yes. But, is it incredibly nice? I don't think it is. They're not as moreish, and I just think the flavour, it's not sweet, but it's not incredibly salty. It differs from cheese and onion big time. It's not as strong as cheese and onion. To put it into perspective with this one, ladies and gentlemen, I think the way that I personally would articulate this one is that by adhering so closely to the flavour of cheese and beans on toast, and my lord, I think they have done so, they've made a flavour that is what it is, but I don't think it makes itself a great crisp, if that makes sense. So yeah, does it taste like cheese and beans on toast? Yep. But as a crisp, I don't think it works as well as the other two. But this sure as hell ain't fake advertising, because it's cheese and beans on toast, but it's not that cheesy, that ultra hard hitting as, you know, a strong taste of cheese and onion. Flavour of crisps from a company other than Walker's who put more flavour in on the crisp. Intrigue, ladies and gentlemen. I would say intrigue with these. Yes, they're my least favourite of the three. I'm saying so. If I had to have a few days off now and say, oh, Alex, which of these, the limited edition ones, would you want out of the three? Sausage sarnie every day. Even though they're not so strong with a sausage taste. But these, they're just not as moreish. They don't make me want to... I mean, I am doing because I've got a big appetite and I'll eat anything. But mostly. Don't give me any more bloody Sprout crisps. But I think what I said before is right. They're obviously not sweet, because there's no sweetness. Some beans are sweet. Like, was it Branston? Their beans are sweet. In my opinion, more so than like Heinz. And indeed, this is, of course, Heinz. So you're not getting the sweetness. You're not really getting the saltiness. It's cheese and beans on toast. They've got it down to a T. But it doesn't work because they have got it down to a T. I keep repeating the same thing, but man, out of the three flavours, let's admit it, these were the ones that people were probably most intrigued by, but probably thinking, I'm not sure I'd like them. What do you guys think? I'm really interested with this one. It's over 9 minutes now, guys. I want to keep this under 10 minutes. I want to thank anyone who's watched these trio of videos, the Walker's Crisps videos, the reviews. I've been doing them since about 2010, I think, on the channel. 14, nearly 15 years. And when the think tanks come up with new flavours, we'll look to get more. But that ain't the end for the crisps, because although they've been out for a few months, I am going to be reviewing 2 new flavours of McCoy's. Tex-Mex chicken fajita, some bullshit, and grilled cheese, because why the hell not? They're at the end of the lifespan, they're not going to get any views, I don't think, but something daft to do on the channel. Keep you guys who love that potato chip content happy as we move back to music and video games. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You've got to check these out. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.